If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality.
From dating to relationships, from sex to love, from Christianity to politics, from darkness to light, you have now entered into the real zone. Welcome to Conversations with Trent, where no topic of conversation is safe from discussion. Now, here he is, Mr. Epic himself, Trent Williams.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another podcast with Trent and Shann. Tonight we'll be doing some random thoughts here. Let's bring on the lovely Shannon so we can get this thing started real quick. 1 second. What's going on, Shann?
Hey, good evening. Happy Sunday.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, actually, we decided to do some random thoughts, rather. I couldn't come up with it. This is off the cuff.
We're going off the cuff here.
We're going off the cuff. Just conversation, just thoughts, throughout the day or what have you.
Okay.
How you been doing?
Not bad. Today it's been a very interesting weekend with four young ladies. So playing mommy and TT this weekend.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff. Real good stuff. Any cookies going out?
Yes, there are. Yeah, that was a multitask too. So I just finished one order. I've got 2 more to work on.
I should have closed my big mouth, huh?
Actually, I still have a sample piece here.
You know what? You about to get hung
and
up.
It's still warm and gooey. Like the chocolate is still like soft.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna get hung up on. Enough with the cookie eating into my face, okay? You can't talk about the cookie anymore until I get my
Product testing.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. So random thoughts, man. Random thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about a few things as I was taking my nap, getting ready, resting up for the podcast. Yeah. Why'd you look like that? Hey, you got a problem with
nap in the middle of the day? Was that like a middle of the day nap?
Yeah. What's wrong with a nap?
I'm just like seniors do that. But
what'd you say?
I said seniors do that. Like my great aunt and great uncle and my dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna give it out for free. The next one will cost you. We clear?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look. Every day we get to wake up, and every trip around the sun is an awesome thing.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Mama, I got to the Carson.
Hold on, I got people talking to me. Okay. There's a key hanging on the spare key is hanging right there in the laundry room. Sorry.
It's all good.
It's real life around here.
Yeah, it is. Good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. All right, good stuff. So random thoughts, man. Actually, what I was thinking about energy, thinking about how we allow people into our space, different people in and out of our space. Energy, ton of people can't afford good energy. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
There's some folks that can't afford good energy. Let's just say, the friendships you have, they can't afford good energy as far as your good energy. If you're on a positive note and your friend is negative, at some point, you're going to be contaminated if you're not careful.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And actually, I went to thinking about this old relationship I've been working on. I won't go into detail on it, but I've been working on a relationship, fixing a relationship past few months. It's been going well, but how it went well is because I remove myself from the situation as far as getting away from it. You know, when you see yourself in danger or danger ahead of the road, you got to find a refuge right away, quick. So it doesn't matter if it's a family member, whether it's a friend or whoever it is. If there's danger ahead, you have to seek refuge. You have to. You have to protect your peace at all costs. So I've been working on this relationship and removing myself from the situation actually helped that person to try and get better, to deal with themselves better. Once I took myself out of the equation, he was able to deal with himself and face his own. You follow what I'm saying?
What do you mean removed yourself?
Just stop being around. Just remove myself from the situation. I stop not granting any access. No, he didn't have any access toward me. Nothing. He couldn't reach me. Nothing. No cell phone. No nothing. He couldn't see me. I removed myself completely. So by me removing myself, that was a chance for him to actually pick up his mirror and deal with his issues personally himself.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of folks don't do that though. We tend to walk dead into the trouble. And since it's Sunday, I'm sure I got some Bible packers on here. I want them to look at Proverbs 22, 3:13. For the Christian people. Proverbs 22, 3:13. But yeah, so with that, what's your thoughts on that? Removing yourself from a situation. When you see danger, you need to find refuge.
So that again, we're going in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was going in and out before. Yes.
So what's your thoughts on it? See danger, find refuge. And what I mean by that is when you see danger ahead.
Yes, you try to avoid it. Whether that's through refuge or something else, but you want to avoid it. So you saying removing yourself was your way of avoiding it?
Not only avoiding it, I was removing myself to save myself. So I wasn't avoiding the situation. I would remove myself to save myself.
Well, not the situation, but the person, right? Remove. So how did that? So you removing yourself from the relationship, so to speak, giving them an opportunity to put the mirror in front of their face. How long did that part go on?
It's about a year and a half.
Wow.
About a year and a half. Yeah,
but I guess it worked at this.
Absolutely, it did. Absolutely.
So how did it come back around? Like, how did that person come back around, or did you go back, or what happened?
I came back around.
You came back around. What made you go back around since you actually removed yourself?
I had to place things and put things in order. So without me, there was no order. So I had to bring the order back.
What do you mean there was no order?
It was just, without going into the situation, it was just a lot of chaos. And the only person that could actually fix the chaos was me.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go, into details with it.
Yeah, it's kind of for me. It's just a little challenging to get a full scope or picture of it when I'm getting like bits and pieces, like high level.
Exactly.
So it's challenging for me, and it's probably just me.
Exactly. So let me break it down. So when you say, like, let's just place you in a situation, right? Let's just say your friend who was actually full of negativity, everything about that person was negative. And it would cause you all type of trouble, all type of drama in your life. Your life would go into a straight up whirlwind dealing with that person. You have to remove yourself from the entire situation. That's the only way you can cleanse yourself. If not, you'll become tainted.
Right.
You follow me?
So,
my whole point is, and just you can look on Facebook and see this stuff every single day. Like when people indulge in all this drama and all this foolishness, they get sucked into it. Some people that don't even normally do that on the regular. They get sucked into that foolishness because their friends involved in it. And we're talking about grown people. I saw a live feed today, well, yesterday, where this girl went live talking about a cheating guy who she had nothing to do with, but her friend pulled her into the situation by tagging her in a post. And I'm like, wow, they doing all this on Facebook? This is crazy.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. But yeah. But hey, I don't know, maybe you're not catching up with me.
You trying to say I'm slow?
I'm not saying that, but go ahead, tell me what you're thinking about.
No, I'm listening to you. I mean, it's just very hard, and you don't know the full scope of what it is. And
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you need to go into details, since I'm sure it's a private matter. But it's just very hard to go into that. I guess the other part is, what was the first thing the first statement you made before you talked about removing yourself? Because I was trying to tie it back in, but maybe it'll
tie it into this.
I can't remember what the statement was, so if it comes back, I'll bring it up.
Let's tie it into this as far as energy.
Energy. Yeah. So what was the first statement you made about energy?
Everyone can't afford good energy.
Okay, so yes, so elaborate on that and what you mean by that.
What I mean by that is, I'll place myself in a situation. Say like if you're full of negativity and you're with me and you're constantly just negative, just constant negative. Mm-hmm. That means you can't afford my good energy. I'm going to need to move around from you, Shannon.
I guess maybe it's the word afford that's confusing me.
Say that again.
I think it's the word afford that's confusing me as far as what you're
because a negative person cannot afford good energy. They cannot, no matter how much money they have, they can't afford it because they fill with negative.
I may need to marinate on that because it's really not coming to me right now. I think I'm having a problem with the word afford because to me you're some type of currency, so I'm not quite sure.
It's not. I'm not thinking about. Don't think about currency. Don't think about money. Don't think about value. Well, think about value. You think about value, but when I say you can't afford to hang around negative for 20 years and get anything positive out of that. You can't afford that. It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something.
That part didn't make sense to me. But now that you've used that sentence, that makes a lot more sense to me.
You need a glass of wine?
No, I don't need a glass of wine. Maybe you need a thesaurus or a dictionary.
Knock it off.
Just saying.
So yeah, like I said, as far as good energy, man, some people cannot afford good energy. They can't. No matter what you do, how much positive you bring to them, if they're filled with negativity, they're filled with trauma, they haven't addressed their traumas, they can't afford that good energy. The price is too high.
Okay.
You don't get it. You're not getting it.
I do get it. It's you using that word and that sentence related to this that is it.
Well, that's the word I want to use.
No, because I think you're not saying enough. I think you need to add more to it for the complete meaning
for you. But let's get to the audience. See what the audience.
Just me. Did everybody else understand it? I can't have it.
I'm sure they did.
You're sure they did. Oh, somebody's feeling themselves tonight. Okay.
I'm only teasing.
Okay. I can hit stop cam and turn the mic off and shut the computer down. I'm just saying.
Don't you do that.
Not like I don't have other stuff to do.
Don't you do that.
Mm-hmm. Keep it up. Keep it up. No, I'm just playing.
I know you. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about today as far as good energy, man. And what's the price that we pay for the good energy. One has to be in tune with himself to actually harness that energy. It's very sacred. You can't just allow everybody access to you. You can't get that. You cannot do that. You go to, you leave the gate open, all type of shit come in.
Very true.
You follow?
So for me, the way I process it is that if you're someone, and I think this is where probably in my mind, maybe how it should have been. If you're someone who has good energy or you are a positive person, you cannot afford to allow yourself to be around people who don't have positive energy, that have a negative energy or negative in nature. You can't afford to do that because some of that is going to rub off on you and affect your positive energy. Would that be accurate?
That would be partly accurate, but I'll still go back to the negative people can't afford good energy. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It could work both ways.
I don't understand. To me, that part just doesn't make sense. Because to me, if you're negative and you get around and you're around more positive than you're just one person that's negative and you're around 10 people that are positive, that positive should kind of overpower the negative, and you should be able to.
I was trying to refrain from coming across like that, but I'm just gonna have to say it like it is. My energy is too expensive.
What the hell does that mean?
Meaning that a lot of folks can't afford this good energy, period. Like
move on? Can we move on?
Thank you.
Can we just move on?
Thank you. Well, yeah, thank you.
Move on, please. Just move on.
Okay, good.
I didn't like that random thought, so let's move on.
Good. So what about when I say see danger, take refuge?
What about it?
When you see danger ahead, again, when you're dealing with certain people, when you're caught up, you have to have a third eye to deal with those people in their situations.
Okay.
So when you see the danger, it's time to move ahead, move on. Let's take a quick break. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back after the...
We're not going back to the Ford Energy, right?
I'll think about it. I might. We'll be right back, folks.
Thanks for tuning in to Conversations with Trent. We will be right back with more conversation after these commercial breaks.
Check out the creative work of the author Trent Williams of www.taylorkennedymedia.com. Chapter of the Delta gives us a peek at his life-changing events. And if that's not enough, Trent tells you more about his brothers and his life through memoirs in his book, The Four Horsemen. His blogs and daily stimulating quotes are published in his book, Life's Little Addiction. And when you have a need of some human coaching of life and relationships, take a look at Conversations with Trent, Volume 1 and 2, and Conversations with Trent, Limited Edition. You will find his works available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all online book retailers.
Welcome back to Conversations with Trent. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're online and want to be a part of tonight's topic, you can do that by dialing 347-324-5327. Press the number 1 to get into the queue so that your voice can be added to tonight's conversation. Now, let's get back to the show.
We're back. You okay?
I'm good. As long as we're talking about energy,
We're gonna leave the energy alone. Let's leave the energy alone.
Thank you.
let's leave the energy alone because
I will eat another cookie right in your face if you go back to doing that.
keep it up, okay? You keep that up. That's
I'm
how
gonna
it's
keep.
gonna happen to you.
I'm gonna keep. That's the energy I'm gonna keep.
That's how it's gonna happen to you. Okay. Well, let's talk about people and picking up hitchhikers.
What?
Let's
What?
talk about people and picking up hitchhikers.
No, that's
I'm going somewhere with this.
is that a metaphor? Is the hitchhiker? Is this a metaphorical reference?
It is.
Because I'm like, who the hell picking up hitchhikers in this day and age?
Yeah, no, it's a metaphor.
Okay.
Let's talk about when you're progressive and you're moving forward, you're going on in forward progression. Sometimes it's not where you're going, it's actually who's going with you.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not about where you're going, it's who's going with you. So who we pick up along the way, not sure. They could be actually, sticking holes in the tire. We don't even know it. You got flat tires going up the road. We'll never make it there. But
Okay.
you have to be careful and mindful of the folks that we pick up along our season. You get it?
Yes.
So what I mean by that is sometimes it's not about where we're going. It's who's going with you. You get it?
No, I don't.
Are you serious? Not knock it off. Are you serious? These random thoughts are not working for you.
No, they're not.
They're not working for you. Okay.
I'm just like, what the hell?
They're not working for you. They're not working for you. But it's okay. It's okay.
No, I mean, I get it. No, I mean, I get it with the who's going with you, but where are you going? Where are you going?
It doesn't matter. It's a random conversation, Shannon. It's just random.
I get that. I'm just
It's
saying
random thoughts. It's random thoughts.
Okay.
Random thoughts. There's nothing structured. It wasn't supposed to be nothing structured for today's.
I get that. I understand what random is, Mr. Williams.
I know you do. But
Okay.
that was my random thought. You have any random thoughts?
No. Not at all.
Maybe you got too much sun today. Maybe that's what it is.
It could be. Who knows?
Maybe you got too much sun. Maybe you baked too many cookies.
Maybe. Maybe I need to eat another one.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. So tell me about this. So you're getting orders in. That's good. That's good.
Yes, and what I'm actually excited about now is that the cookies are now, instead of being, I guess, what you'd call like group wrap, like by the half dozen, they're going to be individually packaged or individually packaged each cookie, so that you can just take out a special treat at any given moment and indulge in it. So I think that'll make for a more fresher cookie, a higher quality, that it'll last longer too, as far as the freshness and the newness of it. Although I think I had a customer who, how long has he had those cookies? It's over a week, and they're still fresh. He's still eating them.
That's good
But I'm just excited about the new packaging that's going out, and how they're just the new experience of the new packaging. So that's kind of exciting to me. So making changes to make things better. So I'm excited about that.
Well, that's pretty good, man. Maybe you should give your marketing guy a raise or something. That's a brilliant idea.
How do you know it's a guy?
Had to be a guy.
There's a random thought. Do all good ideas have to come from men? No. So I have a random thought, only because of these Facebook groups that I've kind of joined, and I'm completely getting educated on a lot of stuff that I didn't know. And apparently, so polyamorism is a very big thing now. Like I'm really still trying to understand all of this and the dynamics of it. And I guess like relationship, it's really all about making your relationship whatever you want it to be. So you could be a married couple and have a girlfriend. A guy can have a girlfriend. A wife can have a boyfriend. that boyfriend can have his own girlfriend or his own wife. Like it's like all over the place. Like it's a lot, and I'm just like, I feel like
that's too much. You lost me on that.
I just feel like I've been under a rock. Like, what happened? Like, nobody told me about any of this.
Yeah, that's a bit much for me, for my taste. That's a bit much.
Oh, hey, Caracas. He logged on. So, he's back to your random thought. He said, so no matter where you want to go, the people you meet along the way could be creating potholes on your road to success.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Mr. White.
Maybe maybe he should be here on the guest panel since he understands what you're trying to say.
No, you're there. You have a permanent seat there, so you have no choice.
Y'all pray for me. Y'all not praying hard enough. Hard enough. I need y'all to pray a little bit harder for me. Thank you. But yeah, but I do agree. Now that part I do agree with. See, it's just the way he worded it. He had a perfect thought. He had a destination to where his thought was going. Yes, the people you meet could be those folks creating potholes.
You got exactly what I was saying. You got exactly what I was saying. So my whole point with that was, as far as when we walk through our seasons, we have a ton of seasons until we get to our destiny. A ton of seasons, but I've been accused of this as well. I mean, I've done this as well. I've picked up hitchhikers on the road, helping them out when they shouldn't really be in my boat. So I've done that a ton of times.
So it kind of goes back. What was that Medea movie where we talked about people and seasons, that you have lifetime people and you have those temporary folks, and sometimes we get the temporary folks mixed up with the lifetime folks?
I don't know, because I'm not a Medea fan.
Oh my God, something is wrong with you. But okay. But there's some great nuggets in a lot of his plays. But yes, I definitely understand picking up the wrong people. Yeah. And they're actually doing more to either sabotage or keep you from getting to where you're supposed to be than helping you. What did he say? He said he actually knows a gay married couple. Oh, that are poly. They're poly, Mr. White. Oh, I like how we bounce back and forth.
Okay.
But yeah, so I do too. I know a gay married, a lesbian couple that are married and they're poly. I feel like I need to go and study this, and so I can bring back information to the people. Because I'm just really kind of curious. Like, has this been something that's been underground? Has it always been there and we just didn't know about it? Is it becoming more mainstream now?
Yeah, you go do that and report back.
Yes, because I was watching Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith show, and her daughter is actually has come out as being polyamorous, and I almost need a whole textbook on stuff.
You don't find that weird that they're coming up with all these different names for these different groups now? I mean,
I think that term has always been around, but to me, it's just like, was this like stuff that was always just going on as much as it is, and we just didn't know about it? Like, why is it now just coming to the surface? Or just that
my question would be
more clear to do it, to talk about it.
So let's just say with the gay couple, right? So let's just say they bring in, it's a gay couple, two women or whatever, bring in a man. So they seriously confused now. Right? I mean, does that make sense? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I think it's about everybody making it what they want it to be. I mean, I think whether or not something makes sense or is right or wrong is going to really be based on where your foundation of what's right or wrong is, right?
Well, I'm not even speaking of what's right or what's wrong, but if you get two gay folks, either two women, they gay, and then let's just say they add a man to the equation. That's weird. So now they're changing their mind.
But so it's not necessarily that all of them are. I mean, it just depends on what their arrangement is. If their arrangement is that they get to go out on dates with this person, are they both with this person, or is just
and in my opinion, If you're gay, be gay. If you're gay, just go ahead and be gay. Don't. Not everybody's confused now. So okay, 2 women bringing a guy in now, but y'all coming out as gay. Y'all coming out as a couple, 2 females. Now you bring the guy to it, and this is our life. Sounds a little bunch of confusion to me.
Well, maybe to you it's confusing, and to them it makes perfect sense.
Maybe it does, but okay. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I know, but that's why I feel like I need to research all this.
Yeah, you research and get back to us.
I think I will. I think I will do that. I know some folks, so I think I will do that.
That's good stuff. I'd love to have them on the show with us, and so we could actually talk about it and get their thought process on this.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a great idea.
Yeah, just to get. I'd love to know.
Ooh, okay, Mr. White. So they each have their own boyfriend. Okay, so how does that dynamic work? They're committed to each other, the women. Since they're married, and then they still have boyfriends on the side. Like, I'm waiting to see what he says.
He said they each have boyfriends.
They each have their own boyfriend.
So all of them live together. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. You're gonna have to give us some more intel or details on that, Mr. White. Saying they still have the desire to be sexual with a male. Oh, okay. So they still have the physical desire to be with a male every now and then.
Again, a bunch of confusion.
You are something else.
Again, a bunch of confusion.
To each his own.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying, though. I mean, come on. I don't have a problem with if you're gay, you're gay. That's cool with me. I don't care. But if you say you're gay and you stand in that, you stand in that truth.
So wait, does that technically make them bi?
No, it technically makes them confused. Wow.
I mean, like some of this, I really want to be able to kind of understand. Like, I'm gonna be honest. For me,
we should actually search some couples out and have them and have a serious.
Yeah, but okay, so let's talk. One of the things that I was really kind of confused about when it first happened, because I watched that whole show when Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. I think she goes by Caitlyn Jenner, right? So she went through the whole change. She's now a female, and I believe she dates men.
Right.
So
I did
have an understand. Like, I really want to understand the whole part.
I did a podcast that's on this years ago when all that stuff was going down. Mama call him Bruce. I'm gonna call him Bruce. Period. I cannot sit here and call Bruce she. I cannot do as a man. I can't do that. Bruce is still Bruce.
Bruce is not still Bruce because Bruce does not have the equipment to be Bruce.
Bruce is still Bruce, in my opinion.
Leave that woman alone.
That's a man. That's a grown ass man in a made up body.
So wait a minute. So okay. So Mark said, is he the only one that's thinking Stevie Wonder's part-time lover? Of course he is. Of course he is.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So let's get back to Bruce. Now we're doing some random thoughts here. Let's get back to Bruce. So you think it's okay that everybody's calling this known man that was birthed as a boy that turned into a man who ran at triathlons and marathons and all this stuff as a man? It's pretty normal that everybody's calling he or she.
Well, he is technically a she now.
No, he's not. God gave him balls.
He don't have them anymore.
He cut them off, but they still there.
Okay, he don't have them. He got stuff that look like my stuff, kinda. I think.
No, it ain't gonna never get like that. Now knock it off.
I'm just saying
his stuff can't get moist. His stuff cannot get moist, naturally moist.
Okay. Well, okay. Did we really have to go Bill?
Well, hey, that's what it is. It's a random thought.
That's why they invented KY and whatever all that other stuff.
Artificial. It's artificial.
So what? So
Gotta
what?
be naturally moist, man. For a man, it has to be naturally moist.
But I'm gonna need you to stop being so judgmental.
I'm not judging. I'm just stating facts.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what kind of hormones he took that could get. If they got hormones to make breasts, they probably got hormones.
It's still artificial, even if he take the hormones to make it moist. It's still artificial because it's not naturally moist.
Okay.
Let's see what Mr. White talking about. Mr. White said something else, I believe.
Oh, he was saying they don't live together. They get together with their boyfriend only for hookups, like Brokeback Mountain. Have you ever seen? Wait. So, have you seen Brokeback Mountain?
No, I've heard.
You need to see it. Wait, okay, Caracas, have you seen Brokeback Mountain? I want to know who's seen Brokeback Mountain. You guys have to comment. Let me know who's seen, because I've got to ask you.
What's the Brokeback Mountain? I've heard of the movie, but
you need to see it. You need to see it.
Why? Just tell me, because if it's what I think it is, I'm not going to even turn it on.
You need to see it. You need to see it. Kind of like that video, the stuff going on down there in the NOLA these days.
That's bullshit. Not over here. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. I don't know what they're doing over the river. We don't do that over here.
All I know is y'all got some stuff going on down there with these.
And what I tell you every time. What I tell you about categorizing? What I tell you about cattle? Don't do.
I'm just saying this the area.
Well, don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
Stuff going on.
Do not categorize. Don't say y'all.
Y'all. How in the hell he or she get woman of the year though? Oh, I know. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, who said that? Who said that?
I don't know how Miss Jenner got woman of the year.
That's not Miss Jenner. Don't use that to call.
I have to legally. That's who that person is.
Well, they're gonna have to just find me on YouTube. I'm calling him Bruce.
Oh Lord. Anyway.
But that's a good question.
The other random thought about that.
That's a good question. How does a man get woman of the year? How do you feel about that as a woman? This man getting woman of the year.
That would kind of be like, Oh, so yes, you've seen Brokeback Mountain. So I want to know your thoughts, Mr. White. The part that really got me was when they first had their encounter together while they were out on the range, and when I saw that.
Wait, what?
It's the two cowboys. And this is back in the day. They out there. What were they doing? Were they trying to migrate sheep or cattle across the whatever? But they would go out for like weeks at a time together. The two cowboys, and I think I can't remember. Was it sheep? No, was it sheep? Maybe it was the cows or something. They were trying to move across country or whatever. I don't even remember. But they ended up that they were both gay. And of course they were gay. It was very unacceptable in that time period, especially for them, for men to be that way, right? You were very much ostracized and even killed, for that. But anyway, they're alone up on the range and they're getting ready to have their first encounter. And when I saw that dude spit in his hand, like the moist stuff, I said, oh.
Wait, what? Well, he did what?
He spit in his hand to rub on his private part so that he could moisten it up to get it in the,
Man, that's that bullshit right there.
Oh, stop. I was just like, okay, well, I guess they didn't have Vaseline or KY back then, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's that bullshit right there.
Anyway,
wow.
But I didn't know that was going to happen that way. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, that makes sense. But okay. It just took me by surprise. Right?
Wow.
But yeah, let's go back to your city though. Because that's just a movie.
What about it?
Let's go back to the real life of stuff going on in your city. With these society club members.
I have no idea. You can speak on it. Go ahead.
No, I was,
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that foolishness. Go ahead.
No, who was it? The witch doctor or something?
From the Zulu club, and this thing. I guess apparently this thing was being ran across Facebook or whatever, and this one guy was in the bed with his wife, with another guy. One of them's from the Zulu Club or whatever. So Zulu Club is like the social club or whatever. And he was giving the guy fellatio, and he said that here's a topic. He said that his wife wanted this, and he would actually go to all means to please her. He would do anything to please her, and he was actually straight up on that rod giving this dude fellatio. That's some bullshit.
Okay, well, that's
so. I don't know what grown man would allow his wife to talk him into giving another man head. Let's just call it what it is.
Okay, so I mean, everybody, but see, that's the whole thing. People now are just defining their own relationships. That's obviously this. I'm assuming that the guy. I would like to assume that.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. That's ground for dismissal. That's grounds for dismissal. Period.
Dismissal of what?
Of the relationship.
Obviously, they enjoy that.
Apparently so, because that's some bullshit.
They enjoy that as a couple. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's just part of where we are now in society. There's a whole place here in the city club where
I'm not surprised that being in Atlanta like that.
Who?
I'm surprised that's not. I'm surprised that's not going on. I'm surprised that. I'm not surprised. Let's just say I'm not surprised by that.
Not surprised about what?
All that foolishness going on over there.
That you're not surprised that it is going on, or?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's going on, so I'm not. It doesn't surprise me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's the generation of me and what pleases me and what I want and all that kind of stuff. He said they started off. Oh, they were herding cows. Yep.
They were herding cows. How?
We're talking about. He responded about the Brokeback Mountain. He said they started off as work buddies herding cows, so it was cows, and they ended up as friends with benefits, and they would hook up once a year on a ranch in Montana. Yes, you're right. They both were married. Yeah. Wait, what are you saying? Oh, hell no. Oh, that was all caps too. But that's yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just wondering and I'm assuming since there's really nothing new under the sun, that all of this stuff always existed, even as far as, the polyamorism, the people, couples who have friends.
I can agree with that.
Swingers. I mean, like there's a whole swing club here in downtown. You buy downtown in like the Atlanta area that people go to, and you pay a membership and you go in there and you hook up with different people as couples or even as a single.
Let's break this down though. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes about why a lot of this stuff is going on.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, right? The lack of African American men, the lack of the presence of African American men is part of the problem here. You know that, right? As far as with all this stuff that's going on, and even the stuff you hear in New Orleans with this Zulu guy and all this other stuff.
Miss D said, "Uncle, everyone has their own vibe for their relationship."
Who is D? Who said D?
D Smith.
Oh, that's D. What up, D? What up? Yeah, he said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hey, that's their own vibe. You're right. Yeah, that's their own vibe.
And wait, what do you mean New Orleans versus Atlanta? Cut it. What do you mean cut it all the way out, Mark? What is that supposed to mean? What are you trying to say?
He said you can't compare what's going on in Atlanta to what's going on in.
Oh, excuse me. We don't have these little highfalutin society clubs with our folks filming themselves with supposed crackheads, their wife and the husband doing all kind of stuff. We ain't held that yet. I'm just saying. I wasn't ready for that when it came across my screen. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
That's funny. Yeah, it was a little different. I couldn't believe you was calling me with that fools. I'm like, what is this?
I mean, I get it. I understand how Atlanta is and all of that, and I get it. No, I think we're kind of like the modern day how maybe San Francisco was back in the 80s.
Oh, San Francisco's off the chain.
So now it's, we're like, that's it. Like, that's how we are in Atlanta.
LA was like that too, but it was just on a different
True.
scale over in LA.
Yeah, very true.
It was on a different scale in LA.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but interesting. But I am going to do some research on that and to bring back.
I'd love to have them on and try to get in their heads and see what their thought process on.
Yeah, hey, Kerica, see if your see, I've got some folks, but also see if your folks would be willing to actually maybe come on and talk about their relationship. Just nobody,
But it might as well. If everybody is open. Let's go. So. Yeah. I mean,
I think, I will just say this as part of standing in your own truth, right? I would rather you be upfront and tell me that stuff. Like the thing, I don't care about men being gay. One of my best friends is lesbian. She just got married. What bothers me about here in Atlanta and why I'm always so suspect of men that I meet that are from Atlanta is the down low ones. Exactly. It's like, be who you are. Be who you are.
Slime of the slime. To me personally, that's the slime of the slime because now you play Russian roulette with this woman's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's a lifestyle you choose, cool, go for it, whatever. But at least give this woman the courtesy.
Right.
And let this woman know what you're into. Give her
and obviously,
hey, you know what? No, thank you, sir.
Right. And obviously there are women who are fine with that, i.e. the video, the whole scandal going on.
I like the ages on these women that are fine with this bullshit.
I mean, I don't know, but obviously, I would say from the video, for the stuff, I mean, just age-wise for the one, that whole thing going on with New Orleans, I would think.
Yeah, it looked like she was definitely younger than him.
But they look like maybe, I don't know, but she looked bad. Like, yeah, I think she looked bad. Drugs, you should just say no to drugs sometimes.
Exactly.
But I don't think they're more than maybe their mid-30s or something like that. But I could be wrong.
So let's get back to that world. These guys who's actually they double dipping, they don't tell their mates. I think that's the lowest of low human being in the world. Tonight, you're not giving this woman the option to say no, thank you, sir. I'm not into that. You actually, that's a selfish act. That is a complete selfish act.
Very true. I mean, it's no different, I'm gonna be honest, than married men who come out and say they're single to get a woman. It's like,
exactly,
be upfront and be honest about it.
Exactly.
I like the transparency. Just be transparent about it. Okay, so Mr. White says, I think it stems from the prison industrial complex, men sent to jail for years and develop a sexual appetite for men. Therefore, when they are released, they want a woman plus whatever they had in prison. Wow. That is deep, but yeah.
I could agree with that. That's exactly. I like Mr. White. We should have Mr. White on because he knows exactly where I was going with that. I like him. We should have him on. But he's absolutely right about that. So that stems. There's a whole bunch of different avenues that could be approached.
Alvin, your brother's on here. He says, checking you out, little bro.
What up, pal? What up?
Are you not on the? Do you not see the comments? You don't have your glasses this week either.
I have my glasses, but I'm not looking at it. Since
you said senior moment, right? Just like the senior nap. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give you that one for free. The next one gonna cost you.
You act like I'm scared.
I don't know. You don't have to be scared. Just be careful. That's all.
Anyway.
That's all.
Well, good evening, Alvin. Let's see. So wait, so would that mean we need your input then on this too, Alvin? Yeah. So I don't know. Like, is there? I just wonder physically what's the stimulating part for the man? With another man. I don't know. Like how?
Damn, on this side ain't nothing stimulating about that.
We know you, sir. Okay, we know you.
Nothing stimulating about that.
No, if nobody else knows, we know what you do not like men. Okay, got it. We good on that.
And again, look, I have to put this disclaimer out there. I don't have a problem with if that's what they're doing. That's on them. That's cool. Just keep it on your side of the fence, and we good. We could be best friends. It's good, but the problem I have with these guys are on the down low. And just tearing up these women's lives, man.
Very true.
Be completely upfront and honest about it. Give her the option to say she's not interested in that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then even with the climate like Atlanta, even when I was running through Atlanta, as a singer doing the tour days, and as an author going through there, that the ratio was like 10-1, not more than sure. It's like 100-1.
What do you mean, as far as men to women?
Correct.
Yeah.
So these women are at a disadvantage, man, and they have no choice now. So I see why it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because they have no choice, because they're all over the place.
Yeah. So the way
they give it into this lifestyle because that's all they have to that's all they have that's presented to them. They're giving into it because they feel like they're in a desolate place at this point.
And see, I don't get that, because people
it's crazy as shit.
People assume that, and I don't get that. And I think sometimes I get some flack. I don't want to say a lot, but I will just say my experience has been it's more so with the men it's more so with the men in the African American community, right? He said not on this side either. Okay, Kara, we got you. You don't. You and Mr. Williams in the same boat.
Who is that? Who is
that's
that?
Mr. White.
Because
he wants you to come on the show, so we'll talk offline and see what your availability is. But for me, I have not, most of my gay friends that are white, they're very out with it, open, transparent, whatever. Right. It's a lot of the black men in my experience. Exactly. But when you say that, and yes, there is the whole ratio thing here, but I don't look at it that way, because one thing that I don't do is I don't limit myself to black men at all. And I've always had the thought process, I don't limit myself to black men. Like, I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to men, whether you're Hispanic, Italian, whatever. I mean, whatever. And by the way, Italian men love black women, ladies, just so y'all know. The real Italian men, they like black women. I'm just saying. But I don't limit myself. And I dare a brother to say something to me, because black men do not limit themselves to black women. We see that all the time. And I remember when I was younger, when I was in the military, I was at Fort Sam, Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. And I had been there for a couple of months already, and none of the black guys had really approached me. And I actually started dating this white guy there. I was probably the first black person he'd ever dated. He came from a small, from the Midwest. Mm-hmm. Nice guy, all of that stuff. But when he and I started dating, every black man on the post has something to say about it. And it's like, none of y'all was trying to holler at me, but now you got something to say because you see me with somebody white. I don't play that. So I'm an equal opportunist. I don't care.
I hear you.
So
that's
as long as you meet a height requirement, I'm good.
I don't. You know what, Shannon? I'm glad you brought that up.
What? The height requirement?
For the height requirement. That is funny. I reserved my comments for myself, but yeah, that's some superficial stuff there.
It's no more superficial than y'all saying you want not black men, but men saying they want somebody with big breasts, or they like women with big butts, or they like women that don't wear weave, or women who wear weave, or all. It's all the same. Men get to be superficial all the time. Why?
It's a man's world.
Why am I being judged because I don't want to smurf?
That's funny.
I just don't.
But I think
Mark said, is he on the right thread for commenting? Mark, it'd probably be better if you go through YouTube and not on Facebook. That way we don't have to keep going back to Facebook. So if you can get on the link.
Let me intervene for a real quick. Say, hey, Slash, the whole goal is to get the conversation back to where it was years ago, to where I don't need Facebook to actually get to those 100,000 viewers anymore. So that's what we're trying to migrate everybody over. So yeah, I'm gonna start sending you the YouTube links and whatnot. So I start sending those personally. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Real good stuff, though, man.
Oh, thanks, Alvin. You like the topic? I mean, look, it's random thoughts, so it's all talk. We just ended up getting stuck on this. Oh, he said he likes hips and thighs.
Yeah, he sure does.
At its finest, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Al, so he likes hips.
So,
Hey, bro,
I just said I don't want to Smurf. Is that okay?
I like him with long legs, bro.
So
I enjoy climbing trees barefoot.
So I don't know, but yeah, interesting. But yeah, I do want to find. I seriously do want to do some research on this poly stuff, and I do want to have a couple that'll actually come in and talk and speak on it. I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be real nice. I think it'd be very interesting to dive into that, because since that's the way it seems like the world is going, I'd love to get into the minds of them and speak.
Mr. White said he prefers not big, just proportion. What do you mean not big?
Proportion. What he's saying, proportion. He like it in.
But what is big? Like big? That's subjective. Like what's your limit? What's your limit? Because what I have noticed, so I'm a California girl. So women women in the South and women on the West Coast, two totally different.
Two totally different.
Like even though I'm about a size 8, I'm still big on California standards.
Yeah, California was good to me.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, California was good to me.
We read all about it.
I love LA, man. I love LA.
Yes, don't we all?
Oh yeah.
Surfer boys, skateboarders, yes.
I hear you.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I hear you.
My daddy used to say, don't you bring nobody around here that can't use your comb.
That's what I'm talking about, Pops.
Oh, my daddy was a mess. Or is a mess. My mother, I get it from my mother. My mother was married to an Armenian at one point when I was young, before she married my father. But
well, let's be clear. There's nothing like a solid black man. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear.
I think you can find solid in any race and shape.
I wouldn't know about that. So I can only speak for the black race.
What do you call him? Slash?
Slash, yeah.
Wow, y'all have some names for each other. I kind of wanted. He hasn't put his. He says, knowing that attractive women are intimidating to some men. The swirl report. What does that mean? Y'all have this secret language. I'll be like, what is this? Can you interpret that for us? I'm confused. What is that? Hello? Is it just me? Are you frozen? Uh-oh. Mr. Williams, are you frozen? You were frozen for a second. So what does that mean?
I'll let Slash say what it means.
Can you explain that to me? Big to me is like Buffy the Body. Remember her?
Exactly. I like Mr. White, man. Exactly. It's almost obnoxious. Like, just a lot of men would say she's fine, but she's too big for me.
You providing your dating history? Yeah. Well, I had to. Mark, can you just please explain the swirl report, what that is, sir? Don't worry about my dating history. We all have a past. Buffy the Body. Who is that?
Buffy the Body is this girl who, I think she was a video vixen as well. Back in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And men would think that she's fine, but I don't think she's fine at all. She's a little too thick for me. I like mine with long legs and a little on the slender side.
I have to look her up. Mark, we still waiting on you to let us know what that means. what that statement was about knowing that attractive women are intimidating to some men, the Swirl Report. I like them big brothers, size 18. Oh, your brother like big girls.
Yeah, he likes big girls. He really likes big girls. He does.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Big girls need love too. I was once there, so I get it. Thank you for being one of those men who appreciated big women.
Isn't that funny?
Damn, he said he liked them big. What did he say? Hips and thighs. Size 18. So you do a lot of did you do a lot of shopping at Lane Bryant, Alvin? That was the spot to go to. Lane Bryant.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I need him to tell us what this swirl report meant. Yeah, I don't understand that. Caramel plus milk equals swirl. I know that, but just you guys talking.
I mean, it's what he's saying is when you said you date all across the board, that's a swirl report.
I know that, but what did that have to do with that statement? It says knowing that attractive women are intimidating to some men, and then the swirl report. Like, I'm lost. Like, what is up with you guys in these like half thoughts?
That's not a half thought. To you, it's a half thought.
Okay, so explain it then, because I that's not how I speak nor how I write. Go ahead, I'll wait.
I'm gonna let Slash explain.
He hasn't though. This is why Trent. Oh, he said like Venus Williams. That's what Mr. White said. He was like Venus Williams. He's asking you. So like Venus Williams she's kind of thick too, though. She's real
thick, but she's fit.
Yeah, she's very fit. She's very fit, but she's she's bulky, like with all that muscle.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Yeah, Alvin says he shot there in the past. I bet you have. I bet you have.
Yeah, I like a big. He like a big.
Oh, okay. That's a little tidbit to know.
Yeah.
Oh wow. This is okay. The next, oh my gosh, we're already at 9:05. Okay. Can we go over about 10 minutes? 10 more minutes?
We're fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a random thought. So he's your oldest brother?
Yeah, that's most.
Okay. So you said long legs, more slender. He likes big girls. What were the types for your other brothers?
Greg, the one that's Greg, I just say Greg. He liked he was across the board with him. He didn't matter to him.
So he's just equal opportunity.
Yeah. He was.
Okay.
Yeah. And Torrance was he can't do it anymore because he's in a committed relationship.
Yes, be mindful of what you say. Don't be out here messing him up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he's along the lines of me, but mine was a little on the 10 side.
The what side?
The 10 side.
What does that mean?
A full 10. Like I like him. You don't like him as slender.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a full 10?
I'm being very nice and polite about it. I don't want to offend anyone.
Well, I mean, so it's okay. So you remember the movie, but
all I deal with is dimes. I'm sorry. Well, you asked. I'm sorry.
I've seen some pictures, sir.
I'll show you. Have you?
I've seen some pictures, sir. And the reason I ask is because really it's all subjective. Like what I would consider a dime ain't what you consider a dime. I've seen some pictures.
I guarantee my next one gonna be a dime.
Again, what I consider a dime may not be what you consider a dime.
I've had some pretty. I actually taste, very well tasting women. Very well taste.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the a la carte. Let's just say that.
The what?
You can't get a la carte everywhere from every restaurant. You got to go a certain type of restaurant to get a la carte.
So, okay. So you say a 10. So what does that mean that you're on your brother's scale? What number are they on his scale?
They knock
I
it off. I was
really
trying to be
wanna know.
nice. I was trying to
Really
be
good.
nice. I was trying to be nice now. I was trying to be nice now. They had very nice women. Knock it off. I can't say what's going on with Al with that situation because Al.
No, I know I'm putting you on the spot. So I know, like for me and my sister, we have totally different tastes, like completely opposite. There's a 10-year age difference between my sister and I.
Yeah, Al not these days. Al knocking them out of the park.
Oh, is he an up and coming Romello or something? What's up with that?
I don't think he'll never be the Romello type because that's just not him. That's not him. My mother used to always tell me, and Greg, and Torrance, she would say Alan was her best child.
Really? Why?
Because we were just bad. We were bad. We were bad. We were bad.
Oh, Mark.
What do you say?
So, Mark, you better be glad Nick ain't here to defend himself.
What do you
wait
say?
a minute. Who is Adebisi Abdul Budin?
Oh, that's Pat. What up, Pat?
He said, is that a guy?
Yeah.
So he said, what about Black Lightning? What is that? Is that a person?
That's Torrance.
Oh.
Greg
Alvin said Greg used to like women with gold teeth and tattoos. Oh my God.
That's true. That's real true. That's true. Greg was equal opportunist. He was just,
I see.
He did not. He didn't care.
So your friend, he said Black Lightning likes classy ladies.
Yeah, I'll agree with
Would
that.
consider it a dime. Okay, so Mark responded. He says, being that you're attractive, like the YouTube viewer stated, like Nick finds you to be, y'all gonna stop picking on Nick. You know damn Skippy that you be intimidated. That is not true. Therefore, the soldiers weren't trying to holler.
That is.
Whatever.
That is.
I don't know. What are you asking me, Mr. Adebisi? What do I consider a dime? Is that what you're asking me? Can you just clarify that? And then Mark said Kevin Samuels list Riri as Kevin Samuels list Riri as a 10. What is that? Who is that?
Kevin Samuels. I don't know who Kevin Samuels is. I don't know. But he lists Riri as a 10?
Who's Riri?
Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna. Okay.
I can see that. I'm gonna
be honest. When Beyonce's made up, that's the 10.
Beyonce's decent, in my opinion.
When she's made up. Now, when she doesn't have all that stuff on, she looks like a totally
I had the opportunity to see years ago. I went to a concert where Alicia Keys was headliner, and Beyonce was just coming out as a solo artist. And I was sitting on the same row as Alicia Keys' mother, so I had the opportunity to meet Alicia Keys. Now that's fine. That's super fine. So Beyonce came by and everything. Beyonce's average. To be honest with you, she's very average, in my opinion. I don't know what the hype is about that. Honestly.
I just think when she's made up and she looks a certain way, then she's at her 10. So yeah. I don't know. I don't necessarily if you have to state that she's like the most beautiful.
If you have to struggle to get to the 10, you're really not a 10.
I'm just saying as far as that look. So for me, I guess if I would say a 10, I don't think it's all about looks. I want to say part of it has to do with how you carry yourself and your confidence level. But I'm not, I do wear makeup, but I prefer to wear, I don't look at makeup as something that's supposed to change how you look, that it's supposed to enhance what you already have. So I'm more of a minimalist I like to have more of a natural look, even with my makeup. Now, there may be things that I go to and I may get more dramatic with makeup and stuff like that. But for me, if you have like underlying natural beauty, then that's a 10.
Well, you've actually got some folks' attention because I've gotten some emails about you. I just haven't forwarded them to you, so they really. Yeah,
it.
Don't get too excited.
What kind of emails?
Don't get too excited. So, yeah, they
are they asking you if I'm single?
Some ass.
Who?
I'm not giving that information up.
Jesus.
I'm not giving it. Sorry, I'm not giving that information up.
Y'all stop emailing him. Just email me. just DM me like all the other little.
I'm playing. I'm letting you know right now. I'm playing.
All the other folks in Africa Nigerians be DMing me. Y'all just go on and do the same.
You know, Shann is trying to desperately get back to that dating pool, so we could actually amp that up again.
But you know what's so funny? I've been so busy baking cookies. I haven't been able to.
Damn, the plan is going through, huh?
I have not been able to. Whatever. I have not been able to do anything. So yeah, I need to get a life. I need a social life.
Yeah.
So Greg liked women with gold teeth and tattoos.
Yeah, that was him. He was.
Me and my sister would have got along famously. Oh, yeah, that was the last one I was making. That she and I have totally different tastes. So she's 10 years younger than I am. She likes way older men, very heavy men. And let's just say this. Right? And she like gold teeth and all that kind of stuff.
Let's say this. Greg would have been an A by now if he would have met your sister.
Yeah.
He'd been running through that.
Then I was totally opposite. I like younger guys. I liked that thug appeal, like you know how to handle yourself in the streets, but you also know how to handle. You can also hang in corporate America with me.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Like the tats and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Now I don't want the gold teeth. You can keep that. But yeah.
We got to find you a date.
You forward me some of them emails.
Not gonna happen. I'll think about it. You send me a dozen of cookies, maybe I'll release an email.
That sounds like blackmail to me.
Absolutely.
Y'all not praying hard enough. Like he didn't tell me I was gonna have to endure all of this if I came on the platform, and you know.
Well, look on the bright side. You're selling cookies. You're doing. The cookies are doing well.
Hey, Alvin, I need to talk to you after the show. Nah,
good stuff, man. Tell the good folks, man, where they could get these wonderful cookies, man. Because actually, I got a picture from Torrance. Torrance is he's out of town, and the cookies that he purchased from you, he still has those cookies. I'll tell the folks about this cookie story here. Mm-hmm. Well, my mother used to set us in a circle, the four of us in a circle, and we get ginger snap cookies, right? Mm-hmm. And she'd issue out 4 cookies to the 4 of us. So we put them all in a pile. And we're eating them, we're doing it together. As a horseman, we're doing it together. But Torrance was the only one that would actually keep his cookies. He'd help us eat all our cookies up. So after we finished with the pile of cookies, he come from behind his back. Dun, 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 dun. I got cookies. So they used to call me Big Man. And they'll tell me, say, Big Man, do what you got to do. Tell them, give us some more cookies. This happened every single night. I'd have to negotiate to go get more cookies for him. So last night, he said, well, was it last night? I think it was last night. Now, he ordered those cookies, about two weeks ago? Mm-hmm. So he's out of town, right? So I'm on FaceTime with him. And he said, guess what? I said, what? He said, I just finished eating my dinner. I'm about to have these good-ass cookies for my dessert. So he pulls the whole pack of cookies. I said, so you could have left that shit with me. so he was like, well, I paid for them, so they're mine. So, but he held on to the cookies, man. He held on to those cookies. So that's a real good cookie. Well, he's all on the road with it.
Yes, have cookies will travel. So just to make sure we finish these comments, some Adebisi. What's Adebisi? That sounds like a stage. I think of Adebisi from the HBO show Oz, the African dude that was in with the bald head. His name was Adebisi. But anyway, hopefully I answered your question about what I consider a dime. And Mark said, so I'm assuming that that last statement I had in reference was, he said, right there lets me know women know their power, that you know you can be intimidating from people that don't know you.
Exactly. But we don't do that around here, Shannon. We don't do that around here.
I'm just a little old brown caramel
Absolutely.
chocolate girl.
Absolutely. Let's just be clear. Ain't nothing being intimidated over this way. Let's be clear. I say that with a smile.
I'm just baking cookies.
Good stuff. Well, let's try and get Mr. White on, man, and have.
Yes, I have to reach out to him.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Let me know how you're enjoying your. Well, actually, he made a really nice a really great video when he got his cookies. That's posted.
Oh, that was the brother that did that. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I was like, oh wow, is he like a movie?
The cookies are that good, man. The cookies are really that good.
Thank you. But yeah. But yeah, so Tops and Bottoms Edible Creations, I'm both on IG and Facebook is how you can reach out to me. And what else?
What about that website? The website should be
website. Hopefully by the end of this month, sometime this week, hopefully it should be done and up and running and functioning for people to go on there directly. But you can reach me through either Facebook or IG.
Good stuff. Real good stuff. And you can
Tame
get
and Cookie Monsters with Tame and Cookie Monsters.
Absolutely. As far as the Romello book, the fall release is still due, early fall. In the meantime, you could actually go to Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, anywhere books are sold, and pick up the Four Horsemen book. It's a memoir about my brothers and I, the four of us growing up.
Oh no, it's frozen.
Okay.
You were frozen again for a second. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. So Chapter the Delta is available as well, all over the place. Walmart, Barnes & Noble, everywhere. Romello, that release is going to be distributed through Walmart, mostly through Walmart. But you could be able to get it in a Barnes & Noble as well. So good stuff.
All right. Last thing your Alvin said, they used to call him the Gentle Giant.
Yeah, they do call him the Gentle Giant. Yeah, he's the good.
Oh, he said they. Oh, not used to. They do. Oh, okay. They call you. Okay. that's today too. Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah, Alvin's turned over a new leaf. We're gonna leave that one alone.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone.
I hope he ain't taking cues from your history. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful random. This turned into a wonderful random thought once we got off that crazy energy crap.
Hey, don't call it crap.
Oh, that was my outside voice, not my inside voice. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm giving you freebies tonight, so I'm letting you have it because I want those cookies.
Because it's Leo season and my birthday.
That's right. You got a birthday coming up.
Yes. 1 week from tomorrow.
What you doing for your birthday?
I don't know, but I am accepting all kinds of gifts and Cash Apps and Venmos and PayPals and Apple Pay, so that I can have a good birthday.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
You may get a surprise. Season. You may get a surprise or two. Who knows?
So yes, don't be shy, y'all. Don't be shy. And I am a foodie.
Yeah, we know that from the postings. You definitely are a foodie.
Look, let me tell you, this batch of cookies tonight, oh my God, amazing.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, amazing. Anyway.
So good stuff, man. Maybe we could explore that topic that you were talking about. Maybe we could split it on Wednesday. Explore that more on Wednesday. But I really want to talk about this whole thing about down low guys not being upfront with women in life. I really want to.
You know what? I think that a great broad thing to cover all of it would be transparency, relationship transparency. You know,
that's true.
Just being upfront from the get go. Why are men not upfront? Why are you guys just not transparent?
Actually, I've never had a problem with that. I've always, again, well, I'll bring up Greg again. Greg used to tell me all the time, even as a teenager, if you tell him what's up the first time, you get everything you want out of him.
Yeah.
You tell him exactly what's up, you're going to get anything you want out of him. You're going to get it. Because you laying all the cards on the table.
Yeah, I've got lots of great lack of transparency stories. Men, we need some more women on here. I feel like I'm getting ganged up with all the testosterone on here. Invite some females, gentlemen.
That's funny.
And pray for me for this, whenever the next podcast is.
You know what it is. Wednesday.
Y'all pray.
You'll be all right. You're gonna be just fine.
Oh, I can hold my own. I am from the woods, so.
Yeah, Inglewood is good, but I'm very familiar with Inglewood. I'm very familiar, so yes. I don't scare easy.
Yeah. Anyway, you've kept everybody hostage for long enough.
I have. Actually, normally I'm pretty good at this, running commercials and everything, but it was a random type Sunday, so that's what it is. Good stuff, man.
Mark said he thinks the newest cookies will be swirl next out of the kitchen.
Hey, Mark.
What do you mean the dating game has just flipped up? The 3 chairs would be Nick Hicks, Tommy from Power, and someone unknown. The more you know, the hashtag.
Yeah, I won't be ordering any of those swirl cookies. I don't want that.
No, but Mark. We might need to get your input on this dating game episode. So.
Oh yeah, he's a creative.
There are some mysterious emails that have come through.
Yeah, there you go.
Tommy from Power, though. Yeah, Tommy from Power. Yeah, he would have been one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a white boy from Power, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Ghost,
a brother like me.
The only problem with Ghost.
Yeah, a brother like me in my past, I would have tested his gangster.
Yeah.
I'd have put him to the test.
Anyway, always great feedback from you, Mr. Monk.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, I'm done.
You're done? I'm done.
I'm done. I am done.
Good. All right, so until next week, well, actually until Wednesday of next week. Well, maybe, you know what? I got a few things going on Wednesday, so we might not be broadcasting Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do it Wednesday. We have to push it back.
Or maybe you can push the start time back. I don't know.
Nah, I got some folks coming in, so.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right.
We'll talk about it. Okay. We'll talk soon. Until next week, folks. You guys be epic. All right, Shann.
All right. Good night. It was a great time. See you guys next week.
Conversations with Trent in conjunction with Taylor Kennedy Media and your radio network would like to thank you for calling in and listening to tonight's episode. We hope that tonight's conversation offended you just enough to turn your mirror inward to come back for more. So until next week's conversation, be epic.